I like this bending line. It's an unrelated distance. You'll need to put your leg on to keep him a little forward. Good, let him solve the problem, forward and even. Put your eye on the jump. Always look at only jump A coming into the in and out for your distance. Keep going. That's okay, fix your canter. He has to know it's nothing disastrous to have a rail. There's always one more jump, and you just pick up your reins and keep going. You never want to telegraph to the horse that was terrible or there's something wrong. Little bit definite about what you want him to do. He's a little tired, so you might need to keep a little bit of leg. Good, go with him. Now a little more outside leg through the turn and keep your eye on your takeoff spot. Good, some good leg. Very good, fix it. Get his canter good, pretend there's another jump. Drop your hips in the saddle. Super, little stop and back up and pat him. And look out for him. See how you needed a little more leg to keep him active? Especially if a young horse has made an error, you need to be very positive as a rider and only put in positive thoughts. Okay. Now you need to balance him a little and give him more time. It's the opposite of Claire's horse. He needs more time to think. When he's fresh, guide his nose, just guide his nose, some outside leg. Just sit still, he'll solve it. There you go. Now make him pay attention. Straight horse, his nose is tipping right. His nose is tipping right. Ask for your lead and finish it off. It's so important he thinks of his next jump. Little stop and back up, but with a straight horse. Don't worry about his head too much. He's just fresh today. He's been standing. This one needs a lengthen and a shorten and get him up into your leg. He's a little tired. He might not pay that much attention. Take your time through the corner. Now when you come through the corner, keep a little bit of outside leg so that he doesn't drift past your track. And then lightly forward to your distance. Just smooth, hands closer together. Now make sure your knee grip is good in the air. He's starting to jump up nicely for you. That's right. As your horse gets a little more height through the jump, that knee grip becomes so important to stay. Let him work it out. Good decision. Very good, Claire. Close those knees. He gave you some extra height there and you weren't quite snug enough, but his hips were great. Little back up, just nicely. Don't be in a hurry. Let him halt first. Pat him, and then let him step back. Now he has to pay attention again. Now the straightness was weak, so let him come forward. But again, that's where we have to always pester the details. His brain turns off. Just let him solve the problem. He was a little deep and made a mistake, but that's going to happen in the ring. Just carry on. That's right. He'll learn to recognize that. Straighten his body, straighten his body. Good, now get a straight horse. You're taking his head a little bit too much to the outside. Ask him to stand for a minute, then stop and back up. Stop and back up, but straighter. And he's really not straight. So he needs work on that. Now step into your canter, and then make him pay attention. He's not paying attention. Now stop and back up. Ask him to stop and then pat him. Nice medium rhythm, Emily. And let your eye just pick up the distance. It's that left drift off that corner a little bit is catching you out. There we go. So off that corner, he's fading left. Make sure he stays straight. I think, to be truthful, he's not up in between your hand and leg enough to get that long a distance, right? Okay, so pick up your canter and do that again. He's quieter now, so as a rider, you need a little bit more leg through the corner. And to be a more experienced rider, you wouldn't give a green horse quite a long gap. You know, you want to give him a little bit nice, smoother distance. Button him down. You want a little closer takeoff spot. There you go, because that's going to give him better shape in the air. So your takeoff spot is actually only 3 feet or 3.5 feet off that vertical. That was better shape. Left turn and tip his nose is going to the right. You need to bring his nose to the left. And I think we're having a little bit of the in gate is there. He's stalling a little to the in and out off the in gate. As a rider, you need to acknowledge that. Just get your in and out again. He's stalling right through the corner. You need more leg and hand through the corner. Now use a little bit of leg. Now shape the canter, shape it. Left lead, circle left. There we go, you're always working rhythm. Circle left with some outside leg. Good, now I think he's ready to go to the ring now. He's finally starting to pay attention.